Hi guys, I'm Sarah, the Buxton. It's lovely to be with you in the Galaverse. Behind me is Echoes of Empire. It is absolutely epic. I don't think you can quite fathom how wonderful these worlds that we've built are, but I hope that we can bring them to life for you through the games that you're going to play. In total at Galaverse, there were 5 different worlds, each one bringing new experiences and immersive ideas to life. And that's kind of what Gala Games is all about. We're not a blockchain project. We're a gaming company that happens to build games on the blockchain. And we believe that these games can help change the world through play to earn. And we've got some really good friends that are here to help us. And right now, I'm going to take you to meet one of them. And you might know some of his previous titles, because this, ladies and gentlemen, is Will Wright. Hello, Will.
Hello. Good to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're very welcome. It's a pleasure to have you in the tavern. What do you think of it? What do you think of the Galaverse so far?
Oh, it blows me away. You know, I want my house to be decorated like this.
Why should they know who you are, Will? Let's start there.
Simulation games, mostly. The Sims, SimCity, Spore, that kind of stuff.
Nice. And you're in Miranda's.
I'm somewhere strange, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, hiding from the zombies, I guess.
Yeah, shh, don't talk about the zombies. They might come.
Yeah,
they might
they'll
find
hear you.
us from the other world. So, Gala Games, why have you come to play? And what are you playing on?
My company, Gallium, we're very interested in kind of player creativity and having players create assets and then bring them into cool new experiences. And it seems like Gala's doing that with Vox and Vox World already. You know, and the world is changing very quickly in the games area, the game space. Players more and more are being recognized for the contribution the communities make to games, the creators make to games. I think the whole blockchain thing, you know, I view it as technology, and there's like collectible aspects to it, NFTs and things like that, but what really interests me is the idea that the creators of these experiences get credit for their creations. And the value they bring to a game, they can actually participate in the value that they're probably, bringing over half the value to most of our game experiences right now. And I like the idea that we can track that and give them credit for it.
I love that too. So we should probably work together on that basis.
Yeah,
Yeah, we should. Tell me a bit about how you view blockchain and gaming, because I think there's still some people out there that think that games don't belong on the blockchain.
Well, I mean, blockchain is just a technology, I remember back when people said, there shouldn't be video in games, there shouldn't be this in games, 3D, was too slow, Each one of these technologies finds its place, adds value to what a designer like myself can do, So for me, it's a tool and allows greater design freedom, especially as we're not just designing games, but we're designing communities. And these communities are helping us create the game through their creativity.
What is it about Vox that kind of pulled you into Gala, and that being the project that we're working on together? What was it about that specifically?
Well, I think the ownership that people have of these Voxes, and then it's an open field in terms of what you do in their world, and you can imagine a lot of different experiences, almost, is that a platform where these Voxes can go here, do that, but they can also carry experience with them from one game to another. They can be tradable, they can have memory, they can be upgraded, accessories can come along with them. There's so many things you could do in so many different kind of entertainment experiences. They could end up being storytellers, making little movies for you, whatever.
You're creating a nightmare for us, do you know that?
Yes.
Everyone's writing this down, like they're going to do this and this and this. So the developers are going to really enjoy working with you on this.
Yeah, I tend to drive programmers crazy.
What are you most excited about, apart from Vox? What else are you, just in general, about where gaming is going and the future of
Well, I think the two
creativity?
things that are kind of interesting me the most right now and seem to be the most biggest catalysts for game advancement have to do with the player ownership around blockchain, and secondly AI. The AI technologies are advancing so rapidly right now, and there's some amazing things that you can do with that. And so I'm looking at kind of the intersection of those two things.
And I think you brought some friends to play at the Galaverse, didn't you? Do you have a couple of people that maybe we should go and get a drink in a different world and go and meet up with them as well? What do you think?
That sounds good. I'm going to leave this
You're
here,
going to have
though.
to leave the loop.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't want to scare them off.
So this is exciting. We are setting up for another concert in Townstar, and I think you might like Townstar, because aren't you from Texas, or have you lived in Texas?
No, Louisiana, ma'am.
Ah, close.
Deep South.
I'm British, forgive me.
Pretty darn close there.
We've got a friend here as well. You might know this person.
Who is
Will.
this?
Hello. We're going to swap over.
Welcome.
I don't know if I want to give up my cloak. I'm quite enjoying it. It doesn't really go in the town style world,
I'm
though.
jealous. I'm very jealous.
We're going to get you one, Lauren. We're not going to leave you out.
Okay, good.
So, are you having fun?
I'm having a great time. It is fun down here.
And what do you think about the Galaverse so far? Loaded question alert. Don't
It's
say you don't
wonderful.
like it, because I'll be sad.
No, it's wonderful. You've done an incredible job. The whole team down here is incredible. We've been welcomed easily and nicely, and it's a great adventure. So I'm glad to be part of it, and I'm sure it will.
Disneyland for adults.
Yeah.
Well, that's what gaming's all about,
gamers.
isn't it?
Right.
Creativity and imagination. And you're a power pair, right? You can work with anyone you want. Why on earth have you come to
You
play
know,
with
Lauren
us?
was actually my first producer on my very first game. We've known
That's
each other
true.
since 1983,
Yeah,
82,
something
something
like
like that.
Yeah.
Forever.
Back in the day.
And you still talk like each other?
Yeah, we still talk.
We still
I
talk.
haven't seen you argue yet, actually.
Well,
No.
we stopped the knife fights.
Yeah,
you
we
know.
do. No, but we've had a good time, and we only deal with British people, so.
Winning!
so we-
Make a note, everybody.
No, you and I have had great conversations about the collaboration. So I think we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun with you guys. You've got a great team behind the Vox. The Vox team itself is a great team. And you've got a great history of what you're doing, and it can't be in a better space. So it works very well with Will and I and the company of fitting in. So
Yeah,
we're looking
it's a good
forward to
fit.
it. We're a good fit.
I have to get some inside information. What are Will's bad habits? What drives you crazy about Will?
I think sticking to a single idea is probably. He and I grew up together in the industry, and he's one of the few people in the early days of the industry who decided he was going to stay with design because he's got a curious mind about more things than you can possibly imagine, and he's stuck with that. I mean, he's always interested in the world and how it functions and every aspect of it. So that's what Will does. And the rest of us kind of got into the business end of things and started companies and everything else. And Will has been able to do that. He's in it for the idea and the fun and the creativity.
Well, the
And
ideas
that's
are the
pleasure.
easy part, though. You know, getting a team that can actually build that stuff. You know, because this stuff takes dedication. You know, you think you're 90% done with a project, but in fact you're halfway done.
Right.
You know, and until you've shipped a few products, you don't realize that. And so you have to have really dedicated people with experience and know how to ship product to take all these crazy, weird ideas and actually make it into something.
After all these years that and you've done some of the biggest titles that the world has seen in gaming, do you still genuinely really love it?
Lauren and I, neither one of us needs to be doing this at all.
So you're just doing it because you love it?
Yeah, obviously.
No, you put a cape on Will and he's there.
It's the hood. We need to get Lauren a cape. I'm going to give you my cape, Lauren.
no.
Thank you, guys. It's an absolute pleasure to have both of you here, and I hope you enjoy the Galaverse as much as I'm enjoying it.